President made the decision to authorize this particular round of strikes very recently. The discussions are sober and serious. That would give us the opportunity to get hostages out and get more aid in. I think as you saw yesterday, the militaries of the United States and United Kingdom, with support from Australia, Bahrain, Canada, and the Netherlands all conducted an additional round of strikes against Houthi targets in Yemen. These self-defense strikes targeted missile systems and launchers, unmanned aerial and surface vessels, storage facilities, fighter aircraft, helicopters, and attack boats, all with the goal of further degrading the Houthis' ability to conduct further attacks on ships in the Red Sea. Initial reports from the Pentagon indicate that all the targets were hit and that they will help further degrade Houthi offensive capabilities. That said, the Pentagon is still conducting a battle damage assessment, so I'd refer you to them for any additional detail. I just want to remind that the United States is acting is acting as part of a coalition of countries committed to the defense of our ships and our sailors, to upholding the freedom of navigation in a major international waterway, and of course to holding the Houthis accountable. And as the President has made clear, we will not hesitate to take further action as appropriate. No, these additional strikes yesterday required additional conversations and discussions across the national security team, and the President made the decision to authorize this particular round of strikes very recently. Yeah, I'm not able to confirm those specific reports that you're talking about in the press. Brett is in the region. He was in Cairo today, as a matter of fact, and he'll have other stops along the way. Certainly one of the things he's in the region talking about is the potential for another hostage deal, which would require a humanitarian pause of some length to get that done, and that's definitely on the agenda. He'll also be talking about a range of other issues, including humanitarian assistance, including getting assessment of Israeli Defense Force operations and protection of civilian life. I mean, there's a lot on his agenda, but I can't confirm these reports that those are the parameters of a deal that's being discussed. The last thing I'll leave you with is that, as I've said before, the discussions are sober and serious. Again, I don't want to get ahead of where we are or give you, I can't give you odds on if and when we'll be able to get there, but the conversations are very sober and serious about trying to get another hostage deal in place. I don't know that, it's time now to be talking about holdups. I mean, these are ongoing discussions. I wouldn't even classify them as negotiations quite at this point, but ongoing discussions with counterparts about what's in the realm of the possible here to get these hostages out, and how long would that last, the pause itself, and what would that mean for humanitarian aid. There's a lot of components here, and so I wouldn't describe it as us running up against some kind of obstacle here or a stop or a hard spot. We're just having these active conversations, and hopefully they'll bear fruit. Only the Israelis could answer that question. It was a terrible day for the IDF yesterday. That's an enormous amount of troops lost in one day, and certainly our condolences go out to all the families and their teammates as well. But as for what impact yesterday's actions might have on this, I think that's something we would refer to them to speak to. If that would give us the opportunity to get hostages out and get more aid in, we would absolutely support a humanitarian pause of a longer length than the week that we were able to accomplish. Absolutely, we would.
And do you think that's realistic, that a 90-day pause, for example, might be agreed?
Again, I don't want to get ahead of where we are in the discussions, Jeff. So I can't confirm the reports out there about what the length might be. But we are in serious discussions about trying to get another pause in place.
Stay with the Times of India for news breaks, analysis, interviews and events. We bring you stories from your neighborhood and from across the globe as well. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Hit the like button and press the bell icon so you don't miss any of our videos.